What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Jo. I'm back. So I got a different kind of video for you guys today. It is May, so it is actually Mental Health Awareness Month, apparently. So we're gonna talk about mental health. So I deal with some mental health stuff. I actually have really bad anxiety, and I have some depression, but it's not as bad as my anxiety. So I've been having this for, I don't know, I want to say probably ever since I was like a teenager. I am 29 years old. Almost 30. So yeah, I've had anxiety and some depression since I was in high school. And it's kind of progressively gotten worse, I guess, as I've grown up. Although it did stop when, well, not stop, but subside when I got pregnant. My whole pregnancy, I really honestly didn't have that much anxiety, which was awesome because I was so scared that with all my hormone changes and everything that I was going to have it, and I didn't want it to affect my baby, and I was like freaking out. So thank God I didn't really have it. And then after I had her, I was scared to have it also because I've heard about postpartum depression and like how real and crazy and scary it is and stuff. So I was like freaked out because I was already prone to anxiety and prone to depression. I was just like, I don't want to deal with that, especially with a newborn baby. So luckily I didn't really have that. I had a little bit here and there, I guess, like just with certain circumstances, like when my dogs passed away. That's a whole other story in itself, but when they both passed away right after I had my baby, that was really rough and kind of sent me into a little depression spiral. But like having my baby girl just pulled me out of everything, like no matter what. Like when I was feeling any certain type of way, I would just look at her and it would just go away. So I didn't really have it too bad after I gave birth to her. And then if you guys watched my last video, if you haven't, I will leave a link down below probably for you to go check it out. But I was previously in the hospital, like a month ago, a month and a half? I don't know. Anyways, I feel like ever since I have gotten out of the hospital, my anxiety has gone up a lot. And it sucks because, you know, for a while there before I got pregnant, it was really bad then too, and I was having panic attacks. If you've never had a panic attacks are scary. Like, they are scary. You feel like you're dying. You feel like you're gonna have a heart attack. Like, you just feel like your whole world's crushing down on you. Like, it's so intense. And you physically feel ill. Like, whenever I got them, like, I would feel nauseated and really sleepy, or like feeling like I'm gonna pass out or black out. Shaky, cold, kind of feel like you're having like a fever type of thing, and your heart just beating and you feeling like you can't breathe. It's really scary. But so anyways, ever since I got out of the hospital, I've been having kind of like a constant anxiety. which is just, it's not as bad as having those full-blown panic attacks, but it's like almost worse because you just can't live like your normal everyday life because it's in the way of you doing anything, like no matter what you do, like going out in public or driving or hanging out with people or going to work, going to school, like you just constantly feel anxious and think bad things, like you just think the worst of everything, and it just kind of, your mind just keeps racing, and you keep thinking all these like scenarios and stuff, and it just overtakes you, and it's not healthy, and it sucks, and nobody should have to go through it, but we do. And I have not been actually diagnosed because I haven't really, I've brought it up to my doctors and stuff before, but I've never seen a specialist about it or a therapist or any of that. And as of lately, I've decided to take the initiative to seek help, find a doctor I can talk to, and try to figure out how to cope with it, because sometimes I just don't feel like I can cope with it. Like I just, before, like whenever I would have these feelings, like I would just look at my daughter and it would instantly like go away. But now, like I'm not trying to say that it's like nothing against my daughter at all. Like I don't have like PPD or whatever, and like it has nothing to do with her. But it's just I'm having such low points mentally where like not even she can like pull me out of it, if that makes sense. Like especially when she's like screaming and freaking out, and I'm just like panicking, and I'm just like I can't focus on anything. But it's not so bad that like I want to kill myself or anything. Like I will say that straight out, that I've never thought about killing myself. And this is not against anybody who has, because that happens, and that's freaking scary, and I'm sorry that people have to think that and go through that. But I've never had that, because personally we can talk about suicide on a whole other video if you guys want, but like my thoughts on it. But the gist of it, I think it's selfish personally, and I would never, if I ever think like, oh, like what would happen if I killed myself, like it's not for my own good, and it's not for me. Like it's like I think about like what my family would go through, and that just rips me apart, and I'm just like no. Like so no, like I get really low in my life and in my mental health and stuff, but never to the point that I want to end my life. So that's good. But still, it's debilitating physically and mentally. And I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it, and I'm sick of it getting in the way of me living a normal life. And I know I need to talk to somebody and figure out how to cope with it, because I do not know how to cope with it. Like, I tried to do like minimal things, like meditation or yoga, or like take a nap or take a shower or go out for a drive, or talk to people around me, and it helps. It really does help. But like I said, there's like the sometimes that it's so bad that I just don't know what to do. So after talking to some family and friends and some normal doctors, I think that it might be a good idea that I go talk to an actual therapist and see if they could help me. But I definitely, I think what scares me the most of doing that is that I feel like a lot of them revert to, like, putting on medication and shit. And I am not down for that. I am not down for that. I don't like being on, like, a permanent medication type thing, whatever. Like, I don't like it unless I really, really have to. Like, if I had a medical condition, I had to be on some certain type of medication to keep me alive or keep things normal, then yeah, I'll do that if I have to. But when it comes to, like, that, like, mental health, like, putting you on, like, I've heard so much bad stuff about, like, the kind of stuff that they put you on if you have anxiety or depression or bipolar or any of that stuff. Like, it's not that good for you, and it has a lot of really bad side effects. It's just, like, I guess the worst of the evils, but I just, in my opinion, like, I don't want to put that shit in my body, and I don't want to do that shit to myself. So hopefully, once I go talk to a doctor and stuff, like, hopefully it doesn't come down to, like, medication, because your girl's gonna be like, no. No. Like, if anything, like, give me some cannabis or something to, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it is legal in California, so. But that, I don't know. I feel like that might be something I might get into, like, try CBD oils and stuff, because I've heard a lot of good things about those, and they don't have, like, THC in them or whatever, so, like, you can take it and, sorry, there's people writing me. So you could, like, take it, you could buy it without having anything, like a doctor's note or anything, because it doesn't have THC in it or whatever, so it's perfectly legal. I don't think it comes up on, like, drug tests or anything, so. But I've heard a lot of good things about it for anxiety and depression, so I might try that soon. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any tips on other things I can do, I know I heard, like, essential oils and all that stuff, but like I said, sometimes, like, all those things will help, excuse me, probably help, like, temporarily, or, well, I mean, like, when I'm having, like, my constant anxiety and it's not that bad or whatever, but when I have, like, my bad moments, like, that's when I need to figure out how to cope with those, because they're, like, really rough, and I didn't like it. No, I don't like it. So to all the people that don't think that anxiety and depression and all those things are, like, legit, and think that, like, it's just people being over dramatic and whatnot, and that it's not, like, a medical condition or anything, like, I'm sorry, but you can go screw yourself, because that's real shit. Like, that's real stuff, and people go through it and they can't control it and they can't do anything about it. Like, I didn't wake up one day and say, hey, like, let's get anxiety, like, you know, like, I didn't decide on that. Like, it happens, like, out of nowhere, you know, like, it doesn't only happen when I'm, like, stressed out or in a certain situation. Like, it could just come out of the blue. I could be freaking happy. I could be the happiest person, just having a great old time, and all of a sudden, just boom, like, you know, like, I didn't ask for this. So it's a real thing, and it's a struggle, and, you know, if you don't suffer from it, like, don't look down on people that do, or think differently of them, or think they're faking it, or think they're being over dramatic, because it's real stuff, and people go through it, and it's not fun. It's not fun. So be thankful that if you don't go through it, that you don't have to deal with it, because it's rough, guys. It's rough. And to all you people that do go through it, like, dude, seriously, like, I'm here. If you want to talk, like, any of my friends, you know me. Oh my god. Like, I'm down to talk. Like, it takes a lot for me to talk about deep stuff. I tend to bottle it all up, which is not good, but, you know, once I start getting to talk to people, especially somebody I can relate to that's going through the same shit, like, that'll be cool. Like that will make me feel a lot better and want to open up easily. So, yeah, just for those people that go through it, just don't keep your stuff bottled up. Like, talk to somebody. Even if it's not a professional, like, therapy doctor or whatever. Like, talk to somebody. Talk to your family. Somebody you trust. Like, talk to somebody that is not gonna give you, like, bad advice or, like, I don't know. Just somebody that will be open-minded to listen to you and be positive about it. So, that's my advice. And, you know, like, hang in there, guys. Like, we got this. Ah. Sorry. So, like I said, guys, don't feel alone in this situation. The situation that you're in with if you have any of these issues, you are not alone. There's plenty of people that go through it too, and plenty of help and support out there if you need it. So, we got this, guys. We got this. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of my little rant about mental health, awareness, and my personal little story. So, give this give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you're not already. Let's be friends. I'm wanting to build my friendships on here, and so I can make some more videos for you guys, and I got a lot of ideas. I think I'm gonna like name this like a certain segment, because there's lots of stuff I could talk about with this, but today is Thursday that I'm filming this, and I think I'm gonna name it Therapeutic Thursday, and every Thursday I'm gonna put up a video kind of relating about like topics like that you want to like talk about, like your health, your mental health, your physical health, stresses, I don't know, just issues like relationship issues, friend issues, family issues. I don't know. I'm just gonna come up with a bunch of different stuff, and if you wanna sit down with me on a Thursday and grab yourself a nice warm blanket and a cup of tea or coffee or something, and we can have a chit chat and get it all out there and feel good about ourselves and open up, and yeah. So if you guys are down for that, then let me know. Give me some ideas that you want to see in this segment. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.